Welcome.
Jeez. I'm gonna have to edit that now. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, welcome. We're back to another epi for the JV Outdoor boys. Today's Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. So thank you for your service, men and women, on Memorial Day. Joe, Adam, Benny, who's milking a cow right now, supposedly. But we got our first time listener or long time listener, first time calling guy, Adam Gades, from the great state of Minnesota, who knows more about hunting than me, you, and Perry combined.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true.
Yep. Stretch, Perry, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, Scope. What's up, Adam?
Scope.
How you doing, man?
Oh, man, Joe, good to see you this morning.
Yeah, you too. You too. All right, so thanks for the intro, Mike. I think, I know Ben's not here. It's kind of a bummer. We wanted to kind of recap that
USA.
end of that South Dakota trip that Adam and Ben were on. And then we're going to transition to talk to Adam about his trip that he had out in Montana for a couple weeks, which was awesome. But, yeah, so we'll probably just gloss over the finishing of the South Dakota trip with Ben and Adam. And then so that way when Ben's not milking a cow or pretending to be a farmer or whatever he's doing this morning, sleeping in, he can get on and defend himself as to why he went 0 for 9 on all the stocks that Adam put him on. So, yeah, we'll let him do that.
Well, Andy's got to explain why, if he said he's like, I got to get up early and milk the cow.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like a male cow, so I don't get that. But why isn't he not responding to our? What's that?
They've got to make calves somehow, right?
Yeah, I understand that.
You put it in a
It identifies as a female, but it's whatever.
That's actually the Jess playing the rookie trick on people. Like, Ben doesn't know crap, so she's out there like, dude, Ben, you need to go milk this cow. It's like trying to tell somebody to go get an exhaust sample.
Why is this thing such a huge udder? My only one.
He comes back with a bag of white liquid to Jess, and she's like, what did you do?
I milked the cow, honey.
Oh, wow. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to just...
He needs to, like, why, if he's up right now, why is he not, like, can't make it?
Yeah, you're right. Why is he's not dedicated to this? He's not dedicated. Yeah, he's milking a cow in his dreams.
Yeah.
All right. So, Adam, we'll just pick up with you.
Ways that way.
We just picked up we'll pick up with the South Dakota trip ended, and you had mentioned you went back home for a couple weeks.
Yeah. So, I had originally planned on the South Dakota archery deer trip as being my main trip for the year. And then I, to my shock, drew a Montana combo tag. So elk deer combo tag, which is a freaking sweet tag. So
that sounds unreal.
So I had originally...
Does that mean two? You can get both of each?
Yeah.
Or like either or?
You get both. Yep. You get an elk and a deer tag.
Gosh, that's sweet.
What part of Montana?
Cool. And so Montana is the most crazy, stupidest, complicated state to apply for and to hunt in. Just throwing it out there, in case you ever want to go. Their draw system is really stupid, and then there's this stupid flip book you got to go through to find the different units and what's available in each one of them. And then, so literally this thing right here is the thing. And it's just a stupid book, and you got to flip back and forth between the map and the pages. And
dude, you should sign the cover and send it back to him.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
I mean, that's what I would do if I was you. Or frame that bad boy, right next to your... Anyway, foreshadowing your trophies.
Anyway, so it's the stupidest, complicatedest thing, but basically, it's kind of a preference point system that's weighted. They set aside 0%, 25% of the tags for non-residents. The tags that are available for non-residents I think 25% of them they set aside for people with 0 points to try and get people to start applying.
Sure.
And then if you have 1 point, it's like a 0% chance that you're going to draw. And then if you have like 2 points, you have a little bit of a chance, and 3 by your third year, like you should like almost 100% draw. Like it's basically the points exponentially increase your chance of drawing.
Sure.
Well, I was in like the group where I had 1 point, and I like, should not draw. So it's like 0% chance, and I drew. So
Gosh,
so
that's sick.
I already had a South Dakota trip lined up. This was supposed to be like my 40th birthday present to myself. Like I was like, I'm 38 right now, so I was like, 2 years, for sure I'll have it. And then so I didn't even think I would have it. But anyway, so that is why we had the 2-trip year, which is pretty
Gosh, that's awesome. So gosh, that's so crazy that you drew. Have you been, that was your second year then applying in Montana?
Yep.
Okay. And then really quick, I know you're always sending me and Ben like the deadlines of different applications for different states. So like we'll get to the Montana trip, but what like states do you actually apply for or have points in right now? And what's kind of like your system of how you actually go through that? Or just prepare or just remind yourself, or how do you do that? Because it's impressive and it just seems like you're always in the know, which is awesome.
Well, there are several apps out there that will help you like know when the deadlines are. Huntful is the one that I have, that like every single month it shows me what tags are out there. And then also some of it depends on money, some of it depends on whatever else. But New Mexico is one of those states where, as a non-resident, I get a real low chance of drawing. Mm-hmm. But if I have the extra money, I'll just put it in because it's a straight lottery.
Yeah, my buddy Steve, he's in Tennessee right now. Drew New Mexico beginning of December this year. He called me so pumped. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was explaining to me like you just said. It's just I have the best chance or the same chances as somebody who's been applying for years, which is crazy.
Yep.
But
so New Mexico is one of those where I will, if I've got a little extra money, I'm gonna put in New Mexico. Idaho's up until this year, they changed their draw system this year. I don't remember exactly what the changes are, but it's still pretty much a straight lottery. Where, you got the same chance as everybody. Idaho was always a shit show because you'd log in the day of the draw and you would get a number, and then you could basically see based off what number you are in the queue if by the time they get to your number, like is there going to be a unit left.
Oh wow.
Better luck next year.
And that's crazy. And is that like a random number, or is that based on like when you log in?
You log in and you get a number in the wait line.
Okay.
And if you're logged in, whatever. So if you're in like the top 1,000, you can get like a sweet tag in Idaho. But if you're number 10,000 or 20,000 or 40,000, like before, like you're just not going to get one. So like Idaho is one of those states where I was like, yeah, just no matter what, doesn't hurt to like join the wait list, because you can just log in on your phone or your laptop or whatever. And then so that's actually the funny story is 2 years ago I had a Idaho tag. And then and my truck ended up exploding on the way out to that trip in Billings, Montana.
That's right.
So this was kind of, I got super unlucky the year before, and then now I got like pulled a 4-leaf clover out of my bunghole or something for the this year.
Absolutely.
So I paid
awesome.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah.
You said like the Montana tag would be for your 40th, and your 38th. So like, what are you gonna do for your 40th birthday now?
Ooh,
nice. I don't know. Like,
great question.
See, I kind of already like spent it's my birthday present, like excuse with
Nope, that was for your 38th birthday present.
Yeah.
But but yeah, so typically if you're gonna do a big guided trip, you got to be thinking a year to two out.
Yeah.
And so, like I have got money aside,
And save money.
but I'm
Yeah.
saving. I don't really want to. I don't really want to do the dream guided hunt yet, but that would probably be a moose caribou in Alaska, kind of a
Dude.
combo.
Absolutely.
But that might
Let's
be
see Crazy Sue
Yeah, no kidding.
helping Havoc.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Joe's got the
That would be
connection.
so cool. Absolutely. It's going to be sweet.
Right.
But yeah, so I don't know what the 48th president is, but the states that I'm to consistently, like obviously I live in Minnesota, so I'm gonna apply for the elk tag in Minnesota, even though it's like a 0% chance. Every single year I'm gonna do it, just because I would
Yeah.
love to shoot a elk in my home state. Either the 3 bull tags,
Can't even fathom that.
the 3 bull tags that's out. But the North Dakota I always apply in just because it's right next door. South Dakota, if I want a kind of a guaranteed or a backup plan trip, Sodak is my kind of go-to. Just because for proximity to where I live, there's good deer hunting. And,
Yeah.
it's not over the counter. Like you have to apply and get drawn. But for archery, it's pretty much if you apply, you get drawn.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool.
and yeah, so there's that. I've hunted Colorado several years. There's also a lot of very accessible tags in Colorado. If I wanted to go back to Colorado, there's a lot of hunting pressure in Colorado, but they also have the most elk out of any state in the West. So you have a ton of hunting pressure, but you also have a lot of elk. So if you can
Yeah.
get away from the pressure, if you know how to navigate hunting in that pressure, Colorado's a great place to go on, a first Western hunt. So I've shot 2 bulls in Colorado, one with a muzzleloader, one with a archery, and then I shot a cow with a muzzleloader in Colorado as well. So,
All right, how about here's a question.
yep.
What state have you not been able to hunt that you want to hunt? Besides New Mexico, I believe you haven't gone to New Mexico.
Haven't gone to New Mexico. I would love to hunt Arizona too. Utah. I'd love to hunt in Utah. Alaska. Yeah. Those are pretty much the big ones. For
That's
whitetails,
awesome.
I would love to.
Alaska sounds good in 2 years.
Wait, fishing or
Oh.
My
can go-
buddy invites
we can
me
go
every
this
year
way.
to go moose camp. Speece Joe lives up
Yeah,
there.
I know he does. That's sick. We
He
should
shot that grizzly bear that was like, remember last year? He was like
Yeah.
chasing him and crazy.
we should get Speece on. That'd be fun to catch up with him. And
Yeah,
just
it's like midnight right now there.
yeah, it's all good. It's still sunny, so it's fine. The sun's up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, that's pretty sick, Adam. I love that you've had the opportunity to go to different states and you're doing it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who talk about it. There's a lot of people who want to do it, but you're out there getting after it. You're keeping up with when you need to apply, and then once you get drawn, you're not just passing the tag on to the next year or declining it. You're taking it and going, even if you already had a planned trip, a trip plan, which is sick. So yeah, I guess will lead us right into the Montana trip. So you drew a mule deer, right? Just mule deer and elk, or is it any deer and elk?
any deer and any elk. Yeah.
Okay,
So I could
very
have shot
cool.
a cow elk. Could have shot a white-tailed deer.
Sure. Okay, cool. So you go
What part
home,
of Montana?
you go home, you recoup, and you come back out. Go start
Yeah.
there.
So I think I packed the trailer, and then, it was nice because I already had pretty much the trailer packed from the previous trip. So
That's right.
I done a lot
Yep.
of work. Actually, that was
That's
great. Trailer was mostly packed. Drove I think it was 16 hours or something like that.
Yeah, dude, pulling that thing. Gosh,
Are you solo doing this?
Yeah, because I was the only person who drew. So and then
so crazy?
my buddy was gonna come meet me up for part of it and with his and camp with me, but whatever. But and it kind of ended up not happening. the game plan was basically so you can hunt the general areas in Montana, which again, stupid flip book, trying to look back and forth, do the research, like, can I hunt here? And then in every specific zone, like, right, it's like this unit you can take any elk, and in this unit you can take a spike or only a spike and antlerless, and in this one over here it has to be a branch antlered bull, and then so like literally you can like go a quarter mile down the road and cross the line, and then you're in a different unit with a different like take. So you have to like be constantly flipping through this dumb book about like, okay, you know, I'm driving around, scouting around, what can I shoot here? Anyway, so the game plan is basically central Montana for elk, and then I had really wanted to go back to southeast Montana for the deer tag. And that was because I had hunted western South Dakota several times, archery, seen some nice mule deer, and I kind of knew that same terrain existed in southeast Montana. So I'm like, well, I know how to do this, you know. Montana should be like the exact same, right? Just these islands of national forest in the middle of the prairie. So that was kind of the goal, and it was really, really hard for me to pick what tag I wanted to prioritize.
Sure, I was gonna ask,
but basically, you know, the mule deer numbers are down, you know, across the West, so it's hard in a lot of places right now, and they've been giving out so many deer tags. Just because the money's there, the population needs to come back up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I decided to prioritize the elk tag, and chase that first. And so I had a buddy who had gone on a guided trip in the kind of the Judith Gap area, and so I was that was one of the places that I was, you know, looking at going, and then I decided actually to go there first. So I was trying something a little bit different. Like this is like lower elevation, so massively different than Colorado,
sure,
where I shot my bull at like 10,500. And here I think it was like 3,000 or 4,000.
That's what I'm talking about. Here we go, Mike. We're going to Montana.
Mike, you have no idea what the difference in level of suffering is.
I can't even imagine that. That's crazy.
So anyway, yeah, I picked out this area. I did the whole e-scouting thing. I'm like, oh, look, there's this big burn here in this, this patch of the mountains. Okay, that's going to be where I'm going to go first. Because I wanted to do, a glass-in style hunt where
sure.
Sit and let the glass do the walking for me.
Yeah.
Which is totally opposite of the approach that I took in a few of the Colorado trips, where it's basically just all about putting on miles.
Sure.
With a bow, you're really having to try and search and find those areas where they're bedding or they're eating, or the travel corridor, whatever it is. You got to try and get in close. With the rifle hunt, it was I was feeling much more better about it, just a glassing style hunt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, and just confirm that it was definitely like a firearm tag. Like you could use a rifle for that. So, okay.
And then with the combo tag, you can actually. So, if I had wanted to, I could have archery hunted too in the general.
Okay. Oh wow, this tag seems awesome. Like, dude, that would have been a hell of a 40th birthday present. I'm just saying.
My 38.
But hey, you got it when you're 38, so that's even better.
My original plan was to go on an archery hunt in September for the elk, and then to hunt the bugle, and then
of course
back out in like November for the deer tag.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And
that makes sense.
So that was the original plan, but I totally ran out of time for all the stuff.
Yeah,
But
they don't make
I was like,
any extra
whatever.
of
I'll just take a longer trip and hunt with the
Do you
rifle.
guys even work in the military? Like, what if, like, I'm gonna apply to 15 different states. Just gonna take a couple weeks off here and there, go back out for another 3 months before the cold comes. Like, come on, jeez.
that. Dude,
Uh,
that's
I respect you guys, man. I should have gotten into this line of work.
so we were eating dinner last night. This is a side tangent, but we were eating dinner last night and we were just kind of talking because Noah had to come with school or come to work with me on Friday, and got
Oh,
to
is that the
talking.
special day where you go to, work with your parents or whatever?
Yeah. It was the first day of summer. Courtney had to be at school and work. Anyway,
Oh,
so we were eating venison steaks, which were phenomenal last night. Anyway, he's like, yeah, Dad, like, you don't even work in the Army. Like, you just sit on your computer and edit your videos for hunting, and that's all you do, like, at the office. So yeah, it's kind of fun coming to work with you. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I was like, yep, that's right, buddy. You don't have to do anything. It's great. Tell your friends if they want to join the Army, come talk to us. But anyway, yeah. So
hey,
that's where
can
I was
I interrupt your story here, Adam, a little bit?
Yep.
Kind of just thinking about, you said there's like all these different apps for knowing when the deadlines for, different states are for drawing tags and whatnot. But have you considered, or I haven't used it, but like Chad GPT or anything like that, or even when you're
Absolutely, go for it, dude. I was Chat GPTing the shit out of everything when I was
nice.
where ya?
when I was even in Montana. Like,
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, I know you have probably Onyx and stuff and whatever, but like, I mean, I'm sure Chad GPT could figure it out for you.
So it's not. It's good for quick, easy questions. It's not good for necessarily the in-depth research.
Sure.
Like, is this zone a
Yep.
spike only?
Yep. Tell me what units in eastern Montana have a general license, whatever, blah blah blah, and the species that you can like, what, and it'll kind of give you that. But
No, that's
as soon as you get
genius,
into-
Mike. Good call.
As soon as you get
It's
into,
just-
as soon as you get into like, what are the harvest statistics? What are the elk numbers? That type of thing. It doesn't like overlap that information very well. At least it wasn't, like, for me.
Sure.
So yeah. But yeah, I use.
Well, that was so last year.
I have on.
Think of how many people ask that same question now.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
But it's a tool. I think everybody should be using AI if they can. But yeah, so I have Onyx. I have this last year I had Go Hunt, just to help with the research side of it. And Go Hunt, I think, their tools are easier to navigate for the research side of stuff. And
I'm assuming that's a subscription and not free.
yeah. So when it's like your big 40th birthday present to yourself, like it's at 38.
Dude, mine's next year.
Oh, dude, the big 40.
What are you gonna get me, Adam? What are you gonna start putting, draw for,
You can-
applications for me,
You can be
I'll
on the
get you a
invite
spring
to
bear
help
tag
his.
in Montana.
Yeah,
What's that?
I'll get you a spring bear tag in Montana, and we'll go.
that would be
Okay.
sick. Mike will be there
I
just
could
to
do
help
spring.
pack out and get the experience. It'll
Oh.
be good.
Yeah, I don't care about shooting anything.
Yeah, no,
I
dude.
can bring a 12-pack, 24-pack, or whatever,
Water. You're gonna need water
Dr.
and ox.
Pepper, thank you for our sponsors.
Dude, you got it in there. That was great. Perfect.
23 flavors.
Oh man, that's so good. Mike, you would absolutely. I know we're gonna get back to the story, but you would absolutely love Adam's trailer that he has, and just the setup.
Is
and
this the
camp.
Taj Mahal
Yes.
that Ben
Yes. Yes.
Ben talks about? Okay.
Yep. It's sick. Like just the setup and then just the camp life. Like after a long day, you don't want to do anything when like after you've walked, but like going back there, you turn the heat on, you're able to use the Blackstone and listen to music or do whatever and just kind of relax and get out of the weather.
Have the
Game
have the
changer.
generator on.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, you you did that. You did that so well, Adam. All right, so you had thought about going early to do the archery elk hunt in September, and then South Dakota in October, and then go back in November for the mule deer. But you ended up not doing that. So you're in central Montana. You're going after elk. Catch us back up.
Yeah, so after 0 for 9 Ben, I head out to Montana. Central Montana, Periscope.
Nothing.
Central Montana. Central Montana for the elk. Here's this big burn. Like, this is where I'm gonna try and navigate into, for the first morning. So literally, I pull up to the trailhead where I was gonna park, and there are 14 pickups at the trailhead. And
dude, everybody asked ChatGPT the same damn question.
So there's 14 pickups at the trailhead, and 9 of them are like F-350s with stock trailers. And so it's 2 outfitters that are at the place where I wanted to go into, like directly, like they're horsebacking people in the exact direction I was going to enter into and like go hunt. So I was like, well, plan B.
Yeah. I'm kidding. Gosh, that's crazy.
And
but I mean, that's encouraging though, that like after the research that you've done and never having been there, like, you're pretty much a guide. You're pretty much an outfitter.
I
got
just
the same mindset.
To take people, why not?
Dude, you would have a sick guiding name. Gades guiding.
Oh, that would be sick.
The big G service. GG.
I'll bring you to the G. Anyway. All right. So plan B.
So plan B. One of my go-tos whenever you get someplace new and you don't know the territory is just drive around, right? Just spend some time, drive around a little bit, and try and get to know the lay of the land. So the day before, right, I see the 14 pickups and decide, yep, okay, plan A isn't going to work. I guess plan B, we're going to wake up opening morning, we're just going to drive around a little bit. Because all the locals know their spots. So I'm like, I'm not going to try and bumble around in the dark and bumble into somebody else who's got their spot kind of lined up, right? So I drove out on some of the Jeep trails that they have with the GMC Sierra, which was maybe not quite the right vehicle to be driving through the Jeep trails. Like, okay,
sure,
a little too big, but I managed to get through some spaces and navigated around to another burn that I wanted to check out. There were these guys from Missoula coming out of there, and they had seen, quote unquote, 2 big mule deer bucks and nothing else. And so I was like, well, where they had seen the bucks supposedly wasn't where I was trying to go, but I'm like, well, hey, there's deer here. You never know what I'm going to run into. So that kind of midday, afternoon, and evening, I kind of went on a short hike. Didn't bring a pack or anything, which I regret.
That's how it goes. I'm assuming.
Always.
And I went down to check out this, the north side of this clear cut, just to see if there was anything bedded in there. And then I'm like 50 yards into the clear cut, and here's like 3 mule deer, and just 3 does. I'm like, okay, yeah, there are deer here. Walk another 100 yards, here's another 3 deer. Walk another 100 yards, and then there's 2 more deer. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It was like I had like 10 deer just in this short strip. Like, there's a lot of freaking deer in here. And so I'm like, yeah, I should
have brought my rifle. Damn.
I had my rifle. I know.
I'm just messing with you.
But I'm like, I should have brought my pack. Should just like stay here for the rest of the night. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tuck into this back corner here. And
so
then
he is a little JB after all. Nice.
I'm just gonna glass from here for a while. Spooked another deer. Got downwind of me. And then I start walking out, and on my way out, I was like, I heard a cow elk, and I was like, I'm like 90% sure that was just a mute. That was a cow elk. So I was like, okay, I'm back here in the morning. Like, it's on.
Yeah.
I stayed out all afternoon. I was super dehydrated. I was like, I'm not going to sit till dark. I need to find my way out of here in the light. So I got back to the truck, came back out to that same area the next morning, and it snowed that night. So there was just a skiff of snow, of white. And everything was just popping. And then, so.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why is that? I'm not a big elk hunter.
You can see tracks. And then it's also way easier to identify animals.
Sure.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
If you're hunting in a burn, like it's a lot of like standing timber, and it's just like this, right? It's like you're looking through all this crazy mess of dead branches. And so it can be very difficult to spot deer and elk in there. And if you got that white background,
it breaks it up.
Popping behind them, it's way easier to make out that silhouette. So anyway, inch of snow. I'm like, this is freaking perfect. I'm out on McGlasson Knob, and I'm about 1,000 yards from 1,200 yards from that same like face where I had seen the deer previously. And I picked this spot because I was like, I want to see the whole burn, right? There's so many deer here. So
and were you the only one that was like at the trailhead or whatever? Or
I was the only person that was in this pocket of this burn.
Okay.
So I could see the whole burn. Looked out there all the whole morning. Didn't see fucking anything. So then I just started looking.
Just nothing.
Just didn't see anything.
Make sure you put the little explicit E by.
Yeah, I got it. That's fine. I think I put it in all of them. It's all good.
I started queuing in on just that one face where I'd seen the deer the day before.
So the snow is not a good thing, actually, Mike. I guess
yeah, we've established. And here comes the Minnesotan. What an idiot!
Yeah, didn't see anything, and all of a sudden there's an elk. So,
nice.
It's just a single cow elk walking right along the edge of the timber in the burn, and I just got fired up. I'm like, oh yeah, I should shoot that thing.
I was gonna ask, like, is this? You said you could shoot any elk.
Yeah.
Is this something that crossed your brain?
In this area, I could have shot the cow because the tag would have.
How long is your like tag open for? Like, is it like? Because I'm sure like archery, it's like way longer than a rifle, right? Season. Or am I wrong?
It's the same length as the rifle season for.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yep. So I could have hunted the archery, and then hunted the rifle, and then hunted the muzzleloader, right? If I wanted to, the whole season. That's
cool.
Why it's such a sweet tag.
Yeah, that is so cool.
But anyway, so
are you married?
Yes, I am. Which is why
we'll get or you would not have been after.
Long story short, I tried to drop off and like go one ridge over to get over to where I saw the elk, and I realized that I'm not going to make it in time, basically. And so then I kind of just stopped. And
because of the sunlight, or just trying to.
It was just elevation that's like that.
Terrain, sure.
And so I would have had to it was way further down to come back up.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just a really steep ravine. And so even though it was only like 1,000 yards, straight,
sure.
It was like 1,000 yards down to go 1,000 yards back up to get to the next ridge over,
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm like, I'm not going to make it by the time it walks past the shooting window.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat down, and then I actually glassed up a short while later. I glassed up pretty darn decent muley buck. So
nice.
4x4 that was probably like a 130.
Nice.
And, so I was like, okay, that over there, that north slope, that's Like, and we're not like just driving around scouting, trying to find the game now. Now I'm hunting, right? I'm going to be
Right.
And so it was great that the North Slope had another kind of ridge that ran parallel to it that was pretty much rifle shooting distance.
Cool.
So from the ridge to the other ridge, so I could just shoot cross canyon, basically, and have shots from 100 to 700 yards and pretty much cover this area. And so that's what I did. I spent pretty much 3 days hunting that edge, and I think it was the second night I had an opportunity at a 4-point buck right there.
Okay.
I never saw the elk again. Saw a deer every time I was out, but I was really wanting that elk to come by again. Never saw the elk again. And I think it was like 2 nights later, 7 deer come out of the timber, and they're feeding right down below me because they kind of refined my setup over the couple of days. The best place to sit. They feed out right below me, and then last out of the timbers of that nice 4-point.
Nice.
And so he fed out, and he was a little bit, through the brush. I went high mag. He was at, range dialed. He was at like 300. I'm like, this thing is fucking dead. All I need to
love it.
I was like literally just like on the rifle, just like ready to squeeze, and there was just a little bit of one branch going across, kind of where he was partially obscured, and I'm like, he's just gonna take one more step forward, and then I'll just send it. And then all of a sudden he just like looks up into the timber and just takes off running. I was literally like about to send it, and he just looks up and just takes off sprinting right towards me. And I was on like high mag because I was ready to pull because I was trying to see through the branches, right? And so high mag, and I couldn't follow him. So I was just like, whoa, where's this deer running, And so, yeah, he literally runs, he's probably 150 yards from me now in the timber. I get him relocated, get zoomed back into on him again, about to pull the trigger again, and takes off running again. Jeez. And he's like right below me, and then he gets down in this place where I can't see him because he's too low. And then here come like all the deer right up the hill, right next to me, 75, 100 yards. They all come right past. I'm like, got the gun up on the tripod, ready for that buck to come by. He never comes by. All the does came right past. Of course. Me. He like took off, and I never saw him again. I think I kind of spooked him in there. I'm here in the mountains for an elk, right? Let's go try and find some elk. So it would have been sweet to have that nice 4-point, but fun. I don't think the elk is coming back. So, and just staying there just for a cow. I wanted to find a bull. So anyway, I'm like, hey, yep, I've never been here before, so let's just bump around. So then I just started bumping around to a bunch of different spots. Drove, just kind of circled around.
What time of the day is this?
This is like took a couple of days. Like I'd go, packed up, then drove to a new kind of camp place, went in that morning, and then scouted around a little bit, and I was like, no, I don't really like this place. And bumped around it again in another spot, went back in, like found a few archery kills. So I was like, I know I'm in the right spots.
Yeah. How far away from like your trailer camp would you go?
So I was trying to stay in kind of walk-in area type place. There was a place that was wilderness area where there's no motorized vehicle traffic.
Okay.
So I was trying to stay to the edge of that. And that way at least I'm on like equal footing with everybody else.
Yeah.
Except I didn't have a 4-wheeler with.
I was gonna ask you, do you like have a 4-wheeler or side by side that you bring, or?
No, I typically I've always had like a family member or a friend that's got a wheeler, and like this trip was like the only time I haven't brought one with.
Well,
What
if you
the
ever need some e-bikes, let us know.
we'll love it.
You just need a paved road to drive them. So
Oh my God.
But anyway, yes, I bumped around. Every time I'd hike up in and I'd go, oh man, that clearing over there, that saddle, I bet you there's elk over there, and I look over there and there's a blaze orange thing like standing right where I would want to be standing, and I'm just like, okay, like there's so much
Do
hunting.
you have to wear blaze orange when you're
Yeah,
doing this?
during rifle season, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So so I'm like, gosh, there's so much hunting pressure up high.
JV baby.
So much hunting pressure outside up high. So I'm like, I'm gonna bump down low and I'm gonna check out these block management areas. And so Montana has block management areas, which are kind of like, landowner enrolled land, kind of like walk-in area.
okay.
There's two types. There's one that you have to reserve, and there's one where you can basically just sign in and like go hunt. And so like, I'm gonna go check out these block management areas. Drove around that morning, saw a bunch of deer, saw a bunch of coyotes, and I was like about ready to like, okay, I'm gonna go drive to a different area. And I was like, oh, I was just scouting along these kind of fields. I was seeing a lot of mule deer out in these kind of like hay fields. And so scouting along, just glassing from the truck, and also I'm like, God, that's a really big doe. And I'm like, that kind of looks like an elk. Like, oh my gosh. So I got the spotter. Sure enough, there's 2 bulls.
Sweet.
That are,
Oh wow.
it's a kind of back corner of a hayfield. I'm like, that's got to be private. And so I looked, and I think like, okay, it looks like it's this guy's land, like right there. So I'm like, okay, I'll drive over, knock on the door, see whatever, maybe he'll let me go. So I get over to his driveway and into his property, and there's nobody home. But from this vantage point in this angle, like I can see that there's some state ground out there, and that they're actually like on the state ground. There's like a railroad tracks that run through. And so this back corner that they're bedded in is actually state ground. And so so then I had to like go out of this guy's place, like drive way back around to the spot where I'd originally seen him, which it was 2 miles from where I could originally see him. Look back on them, make sure that they were still there. They were still there. Watched them bed down right on the edge in the grass. In the grass, I'm like, okay, for sure that's state land. And so kind of like marked it. Went back around, had to drive back around another different 2 miles to like the BMA, the block management area sign in.
Jeez.
And then
Block management.
yeah, the block management area. And then so I didn't even, wasn't even hunting the block management area, but like I had to like
Oh, I thought you said black management area.
Block.
block.
I was like, what? Black? I was like, oh wow, okay.
So I had to access the state ground through the BMA. So I'm like, okay, I better at least sign in. So I do that.
Yeah.
And then I take off to get the 2 miles back towards where I saw the bulls. And I'm like,
So
hoofing it.
how long do you think from the time you actually spotted them till you actually like, okay, I'm approaching them or I'm coming in on foot? How long
Yeah.
did that take?
I don't know, probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
That's crazy. Because if you think about how far an animal of that size can travel in,
Yep.
10 minutes, let alone 30 minutes, you're just
Yep.
probably thinking, oh man, I hope they're still there.
Yep. And they bedded right there. I could see one, couldn't see where the other one was, but like he must have bedded right there too. And so, yep, I'm booking it across this hayfield, and I'm like, gosh, I think it's in that like corner right up there. I think that's where I saw him. I'm like booking it across the open, and I was gonna jump into this draw to like get downwind of him or whatever. And then I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh shit! Like it's like way over here. It's like at this different corner. Like so, I was like in such a hurry, like running in, that like I kind of got mixed up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like right out in the middle of this wide open hayfield, and like I could just pick out the bull with like my bare eyes, like like my like way off to my right. And I'm like, oh shit! Like hit the deck.
Yeah.
You didn't see me, so that was good. But I almost totally messed it up.
Yeah.
How far is the bull right now?
He was probably I don't know, like 1,000 yards.
50 yards.
1,000. Just run in and he's like 50 yards.
Yeah. Oh, better hit the deck.
No, so I saw him and I'm like, that looks like, and I'm like, oh shit. Drop down. And then I was like, had to belly crawl through the freaking field. And so I was just like, okay, crawling up onto him. I think I got to 400 is where I finally was like, he's just laying there in a ball. And I'm just like, I could probably crawl closer, but like this rifle's dead on. So range doped, tripod front rest, or no, bipod front rest, tripod rear rest, and just kind of eased up out of the grass and shot him. And he was curled up facing away from me, so I wasn't really confident in the first shot placement. But I hit him, heard the whack, he stands up. I put another round in right away and sent another one, heard the whop. And then I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna anchor him, right? So I just put the crosshairs on the front shoulder this time. I'm like, boom, whop, and he's just like not even phased.
Oh my gosh,
like,
that's crazy.
Just like I could tell I was hit him, but he just started kind of like limping along, and I'm just like, God damn, like,
Yeah.
So, like, put another round in and boom, whop, put another round in, boom, whop, put another round in, boom, whop. And I'm like, what the frick? Am I missing him? And like, am I hearing the bullet like impact the dirt or something? Like, I started like freaking out.
You were center punching the tree behind him, dude.
That was missing. So then I like sent a couple more, like boom, whop. And then, he's kind of spinning around out there. And then finally, like, I hit him again. He just kind of goes down. And so I'm like, was I missing? What the hell was going on? I got up there, the bull's down, right? I had one round that was perfect, like right behind the shoulder, probably the first shot. And then I shot him like 5 times in the front shoulder.
Swiss cheese. Damn. God, that's just insane.
He just didn't want to die.
It's crazy.
Now, I'm shooting an ELDX, which is not a really a hard bullet, and it just kind of, exploded on impact with bullet.
And what caliber were you shooting?
280 Ackley improved. So, kind of 7 meg if you could reference that. Okay. So a little light for elk. I had a 300 short bag in the truck. I don't trust it long range as much as my other rifle, which I'd shot a match with that rifle, an NRL hunter match with that rifle, so I just really knew it very well.
It doesn't matter if you shoot him 5 times.
I probably didn't need to even shoot him a second time. Like, one hole right behind the shoulder. I bet you it was the first one. And then I shot him 7 times after that. Yeah, 5 of them just blew up on the front shoulder. I had like a round in the scapula, like 2 round at the point of the shoulder, a round at the like elbow knuckle, a round through the leg. It was just like
crazy
5 times, like all like bone impacts. And I'm sure it was just like the first round, just like his leg went numb, and after that he just didn't even feel it, and I wasn't getting good enough penetration.
Sure. So yeah, like, because I've never I went up on a caribou hunt and intended to shoot with archery, ended up shooting with a 300 Win Mag, but like that was almost 10 years ago now. And it's like when you shoot with a rifle on a big game like that and you're saying it's hitting the shoulder and kind of stop and not getting the penetration you want, like what is like the like, inside when you get an arrow going through an animal, there's all like that coagulated blood and all the mess. Is it like that with a rifle impact, or is it not as messy as one would think, as far as like when you caped it out and broke it down, like
Well,
for the meat?
I did the gutless method.
Oh,
So I
nice.
didn't
Okay.
open up the body cavity.
Okay.
The good news was every single round I sent hit that animal. And the front right shoulder did not look good.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, everything else, all the rest of the animal was good. Only one round got a complete pass through. Otherwise, all the rest of them did not get a pass through.
Cool.
So
Interesting.
How far are they going in? Like, are they just hitting the bone and kind of stopping, or are they like?
That's what happened with again those 5 shots, and it was right front shoulder. The bullets impacting bone and just like kind of explode on impact, and so
We call them tripod.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I got the bull packed out.
Oh, sick.
So here he is.
Dude,
Oh, sick.
that is so cool.
But
Dude, that's so awesome.
he's my smallest bull that I've killed.
Casual.
Just a humble brag.
Yeah, I love it.
But anyway, so yeah, a little 5-point, 2.5 or 3.5-year-old, something like that.
Dude, that is so sick.
His
Gosh.
G3s I broke off on both sides, which is kind of disappointing.
The what'd you say?
Is
Sorry.
what?
His G3s,
Oh, gotcha.
they're broke off on each side.
Ah,
So
damn. So
anyway,
cool. That is so
How,
cool.
how much meat did you get out of like an elk?
Fill the whole cooler.
It's like 100 pounds, or
Oh, I never weighed it, but I would say more around the 225.
yeah, I was thinking 225. I don't know why.
I figured you shot a small one, and then plus you shot it 7 times. So
Well, you
probably
said
ended
it's
up
your
so-
smallest bull you've ever shot, so
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome. That's so
But,
cool, dude.
Hey,
good
he's
stuff.
definitely a younger bull. His ivories weren't fully in, so I don't know what age that is. If he was a 2.5 or 3.5, but
Chat
his ivory-
GPT it.
Shooter for show.
Yeah,
That's so
Anyway.
awesome, dude.
Dude,
Good.
that is, and that's all solo. I mean, that's
Yeah, it was-
crazy.
It was like it was 4 or 5 trips back and forth to the truck.
Do you,
The thing about
Yeah.
Montana, and that's like, I was so glad I shot this freaking elk where I did, because otherwise I wouldn't have had another rest of the trip, because it'd have been like 3 days packing out an elk. But it was literally like 2 miles across, like an open hayfield
oh,
That's
with almost
legit.
0 elevation.
That's so
I was
awesome.
just like walking across flat, just back and forth, back and forth. It was 14 miles. And yeah, so I think I got back to the truck 10 o'clock, midnight, something like that. I don't know when it was, but
do you carry a side strap with you for the grizz?
I wasn't.
I guess you have a rifle.
Because I had
but-
a rifle with, yeah. But I do have a Glock 20 that I carry in my vinyl harness. Like I have a vinyl harness holster. So if I was archery hunting, I would have that.
Nice. That's crazy. So you get back to you get back to camp. It's midnight. You take care of the meat. You're like, all right, I'm taking tomorrow off because I'm exhausted. I'm assuming. Is that what
no,
happened? Oh,
no,
wow.
I pretty much
Crazy.
slept that night. I slept in. I tried to sleep in at least, and kind of farted.
Were you
around.
just pumped up and like amped?
Oh yeah, I was like, so just filling your elk tag, whether it's a cow or a bull or whatever, I feel like is like a low percentage thing. And then I did it with enough time still to like go chase the deer. So I was like, sweet deal, let's get another one.
Yeah, that's so sick.
So
That's so
got the meat on ice, went to town, I got the meat on ice, just kind of lazily drove all day to southeast Montana.
Sorry, I forgot, or maybe you said this earlier, but how long was your time frame to hunt? Was it like a week? Was it 2 weeks? Like,
I told my wife it was going to be 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
At about day 7, she called me and told me, like, you need to come home. Like, I was like, okay, I'll wrap it up. Whatever. She's like, you already got an elk. As soon as I got that elk, she was like, oh, yep, you got an elk already. Like,
what day was it when you got the elk?
5 or 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say day 5.
Oh, wow.
I think.
Yeah.
I have a hard time following timelines, I guess.
No, I think I'm probably a horrible storyteller.
No, you're good.
It's great. It's awesome.
No, I only knew that because I was vicariously living through you, and you would randomly have enough service to text us, which I know Ben would want to bring up if he was here. But getting into your mule deer's part is where we lost you for like 3 days, as far as like talking to you, and we were freaking out. We were like, "Is Adam okay?" Like, I haven't heard from Adam. Should we contact his wife and see if she's heard from him? Because
then you get her all worried.
Yeah, but
right,
we were. We talked. We even brought it up to Jess, and she was like, "No, just wait like one more day, just in case. Like, he's probably just doesn't want to talk to you guys." And we're like, there's no way.
No. So yeah,
he's just texting me on the side. I'm just watching you guys all like, "Oh, what's going
on?" So yeah, I got to Southeast Montana. I stopped at Shields and Billings on the way that direction, just because.
Oh, you really wanted to ride the wheel?
I wanted to go on the Ferris wheel just to show the world how happy I was.
He's got his elk antlers up on top. Yeah, it's my smallest bull, but yeah.
Shields, you want to buy these?
Yeah, right.
Hey, they'll like do the taxidermy for you or whatever, pay for it if you get a big enough one, and then just to put it up in their store.
Yeah,
well, Joe, it's like that dude.
Your slump of your 5x5 there, they probably just would have cut it up into dog chews for you. So
probably.
Which guy, Mike?
The guy that in Kansas that found that huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A 256 or 85 deadhead. Yeah. Mega. Found this huge mega deadhead, and then he ended up selling it to Bass Pro, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cabela's.
He got like, what, 40 grand? I don't know. Or Cabell, yeah. Anyway. All right, so you're in Southeast Montana. You stopped at the Ferris wheel. Got your restocked.
Did my day 1 drive around.
It's a good tip.
And
scout more, hunt less.
Did my day 1 drive around. Found a prairie dog town, got bored, shot a couple prairie dogs. Trying to find my way around.
Shoot him 7 times?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Just one big pink explosion.
That's awesome. Dust everywhere.
How did that work? I hunted a couple spots, or like wasn't finding much. Found some a whole shitload of deer on private.
Oh,
this was
weird.
Like right along the Powder River, and I was sitting there just watching this spot, and there's an alfalfa field, and there were like 4 really nice whitetails in this alfalfa field. And there were like 9 mule deer does. I'm like, good God, there's so many freaking deer in this area. Like, hunting public-private edges is a strategy. so I was like, okay, like this is a really good area. And the deer are in the river bottom. So then I looked at like there's this creek that comes up out of the river. I'm like, I bet you there's deer in there. So I followed that up. There's some public land there, and so it was kind of a crazy, super long ass way to like get back into that public. That thing went in, and there's this one bend in the creek that just kind of went up into the public ground. So I'm like, oh, I'll go check it out. Next morning I go out there, I'm hiking in, and it just looks horrible. Like it's
Crazy.
like everything was grazed, everything was pasture, so the grass is like this short.
Sure.
And it's like
easy walk, hey?
you can just see forever, and there's a little bit of rolling hills, and I thought, and then the bottom of a couple of the coulees there were some deer tracks. I'm like, well, maybe, I don't know, let's give it a try.
Sure.
At the morning, didn't see a thing. Saw 2 coyotes. shot a coyote.
I say blasted one of them. Yeah.
Yep. So I was basically kind of watching this creek, and didn't see any deer. 2 coyotes came bumping along through, and then I ended up lip squeaking them in and shooting. And I hit him. I hit him somewhere, I don't know where, but he was gonna run off. So like, because it was kind of getting to be that mid morning, so I'm like, okay, let's just like kind of go one more ridge over. So I got one more ridge over, glassed around a little bit, didn't see anything. I dropped down into this coulee to kind of go. This coulee connected to the creek in that bend that I was telling you about.
Sure.
And so I kind of started creeping down the coulee, just come around a little bit of a bend, and I'm looking down the coulee, and I'm like, boom, right there. I just saw the white cheek patch.
Nice.
And it was a buck just bedded there. And my wife had called me that morning, and she was like, you need to come home now. Like, okay, I'm going to go hunting today, and then if I don't get something, all right, I'm coming back home.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. And so just luck would have it. Yeah, I come around this bend, just stalking, basically still hunting down this coulee, and just come around the bend, a white throat patch. Okay, it's a buck. I think it's kind of small. So I get the tripod out and kind of like look at him. I'm like, okay, well, if he lets me get set up on him, I'll shoot him. Then once I got a closer look at him, I'm like, oh, he is a 4-point. Like okay. And then so I'm just about set up, and he stands up, and so I'm like, okay, I got to make the shot happen. Shot. He ran 40 yards, tipped over.
Sent 4 more in him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
This was 1 shot, 1 kill.
Yeah, baby. That's what we're talking. Same
grain,
rifle.
162 grain ELDX is more than enough for a mule deer.
Nice.
Complete pass through. Yeah, perfect shot. I wouldn't recommend the ELDX for an elk bullet. Shoot a bonded bullet. Shoot a copper solid. But yeah, walked up there, kind of stalked up there, and I'm like, oh, geez, there's like 9 deer like in this, because it was like right at the mouth of this coulee where it opened up into this big bend of the creek that was on public, and stalk up there, and I'm like, okay, there's like 9 deer standing there, and then I see two mule deer bucks like kind of in the brush. I'm like, oh shit, like maybe I should have waited. Maybe there was a bigger buck in here. Like, what am I doing? So I stepped up and got kind of glass eyes on, and there were like 14 deer that I could see. And
Dang, that's
one of
crazy.
them was a bigger mule deer buck. Like, he was bigger, like width, probably about the same height, but he was a lot wider, but he was broke off. Like, so I was like, okay, I don't feel bad about it.
Made the right decision.
Made the right decision. Of the bucks that I can see right here, I got the nicest one.
Yeah.
And then I kind of stood up and started walking around after I was pretty confident there wasn't another big buck in there, because I wasn't going to try and get some video of it, And
because I was going to shoot another one. What? Right.
No one's looking.
Yeah.
But no, I just wanted to see it. And then so I stood up, and then the deer spooked out, and there were freaking 30 mule deer in that back. 30 mule deer in that back, like just kind of
right where you said where you wanted to go check out
that back oxbow of the creek, right on the in the public-private boundary.
Gosh, and that's crazy.
And
just think if you never went over that other little.
Yeah, just one more ridge.
Just one more ridge. And then so I think that was like a 3-mile pack out or something like that. That was I got the deer out in one trip.
I was gonna ask, one trip or what?
Yeah, one trip.
Nice. That's cool.
Just suffer through it.
Yeah. That's so sick. Gosh, man.
Hang on, I'll get that off the wall.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, Joe? What we should do is, like, remember MTV Cribs?
Yeah.
We just go around and show, like...
Yeah, that'd be sick. Just show... Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little guy, huh? That's sick, dude. I hope to get something like that this year.
So,
I love that.
He's pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
Young deer,
that's great.
But he looks pretty.
Yeah. Dang, he's like super symmetrical.
But yeah, so hang on one second. I'll get the
Nice.
This is sick, yeah. It's like, God, let me go grab one more. He just comes back, bam! Oh, man, that's crazy. One more ridge, just if he would have stayed in that one spot, he would have rode it off and go home empty-handed. But, yeah, that's what is that, an elephant? What is that?
This is my, I shot a 2011. I did my first mule deer hunt.
Okay, cool.
This was in Wyoming. And
so you know what? I've seen that same rack on sale for Facebook Marketplace for like $200.
Yeah, you guys are in the same marketplace, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, look
at those long tines.
This deer was, I think I scored him at like 127 or something like that.
Okay, nice. So, is that a rifle kill?
Yep.
Very cool. And what state was that one taken in?
This was Wyoming.
Wyoming. Okay, cool.
And so I was like, yeah, this one was like 130-ish. So I thought, for sure, this buck would be about that same.
Yeah.
130-ish, and he did not score that well.
Looks like he's a little bit skinnier mass, which probably where he lost some of that, but.
Yep. So your mule deer,
a little bit longer.
Your fronts are 60% of the score.
Okay.
If you think like the fronts and the backs.
Yeah.
Fronts are 60% of the score. The backs are 40% of the score.
Okay.
All right. So dumb that down for me. What do you mean?
So when.
Yes. So your fronts are basically your front forks.
Okay.
And
could have figured that out, but all right.
That's good.
Like your time.
It's all for the listeners.
Yeah. Good,
your time length is like 40% of your score. So your mule deer, right? Your backs, right? That's like 40%, and then 60% is your fronts, right? And then time length is always, gonna surpass. And so when you're looking at a buck, like the closer they fork to the main beam, it's going to mean they're going to score better, because then you have, the fork and the length is like that much longer, right?
Sure.
I see.
So ideally, you want bucks that start forking down here, but are still like this tall.
Yeah.
Same thing like with your main beam is like, you want big wide main beams with like, big forks.
Baseball bats.
He's just a little weak. All around.
I mean,
you had to get going. The wife called, so you had to get home. So
yeah, dude.
Yeah, the wife called. I had to get home, so I just took whatever I could.
Yeah.
Just took whatever.
So you got both those in like a week.
Yeah, 9 days.
So sick.
Yeah.
Came back with almost 400 pounds of meat.
What do you do with all that meat?
Elk sausage.
Oh.
So beautiful. Gosh, that's sick, dude. Man, that's so cool. What a story.
No,
that's awesome.
The elk, I did almost 100% ground.
Yeah.
Because elk is like better than beef. Like,
For sure.
It's great.
Absolutely. Well, Adam, that was awesome, dude.
What is your next adventure?
Love it.
Maybe Sodak again next year.
Yeah, like this year.
Like fall? This coming fall,
2026.
I have points in Wyoming, so I might try for an antelope buck in Wyoming, or just antelope in general. Do a combo hunt again, maybe, where it's antelope, Wyoming, and Sodak mule deer archery. We'll see. We should talk about that sometime.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely have you back on, Adam, because that was one awesome story, and I know you got a lot of knowledge. You had talked about getting into our archery, nerding out on some archery stuff, so we can talk about that for sure. And then, as the season progresses or gets closer, we'll definitely have you back, because maybe you'll get your results from some of the draws that you put in for, and who knows, maybe you'll be having your 41st birthday present early, and you'll be going to Utah or something crazy. But we'd love to have you back on, brother. That was awesome. Good story.
Thanks for having me. Sorry,
yeah, absolutely.
I was super long-winded.
No, dude. Me and Mike just asked a million questions, and you answered them all perfectly. So appreciate it. A lot of fun.
Yes.
And we'll definitely have you on again for sure.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks,
anything? Any closing comments or thoughts there, Adam?
Pick a spot on the map and go.
Oh, I love that.
You won't regret it.
Sick. Awesome. Mike, you got anything?
Chad GPT.
It's perfect. It's perfect. And I just want to say to Ben, I hope you milked that cow really, really well. So we'll end it with that. If you can, go check out our YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting Mike's spring turkey hunt here probably today or tomorrow. So it should be good. And then, we'll start pushing some stuff out as we approach the season. So appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
See ya.
See you, boys.